You don't really know how much it costs to make a cake. And it's okay. I'm here to help. And hopefully this video is going to help give you some clarity. Actually, it will give you some clarity on the work that you need to do in your cake business to determine how much it costs for you to make your cakes. Not someone on Facebook or Reddit or some group to tell you how much you need to charge for your cakes. If you're watching this video, I bet you are tired of guessing your way in your cake business and you're looking for some clarity on how to actually figure this out. Because 9 times out of 10, actually 10 out of 10 times, I believe that you are undercharging for your cakes and you are not charging the prices that you deserve to charge for your cakes. My name is Christina. I own Aspen Charm Cakes and Pastries, and I've been helping cake designers with business support and help how to become a better cake business owner for many years. I started my cake business in 2013, so I have a pretty good idea about the cake business game and how things work, and I'm here to help. And I actually have a free guide that you can download. It's just a checklist on things that you need to actually think about in terms of determining how much you should be charging for your cakes. Okay, number 1, it's going to be knowing every single expense that it takes in order to start a cake from start to finish and operate the cakes at your cake business. One thing that you're going to have to do in your cake business is you're going to need to carve out the time outside of your already busy life and get clear on the financials and the numbers so you know what your expenses are and how much you should be charging for your cakes. So you need to know how much does it cost for me to make a 3-tiered cake, a 5-tiered cake, a 4-tiered cake, a sculpted cake. How much are my sugar flowers? How much in order to make all of my different recipes? Each recipe has a different cost because some ingredients cost more than others. That's what it is, and you should be charging appropriately. In order to rent a kitchen, you need to consider packaging, the utilities, the workspace in terms of operating your cake business, rent, insurance, cleaning, transportation, gas, mileage. You should be charging your customers a mileage and a delivery fee for every cake order that you're putting out. Of course, we have the ingredients. How much are you paying yourself in order to make the cake and design the cake? The cake isn't going to be designed for free. You need to charge yourself something in order to make the cake from start to finish. I have a different video on how to actually pay yourself. I'll link that to this video so you can check that out. However, you need to sit down and really just understand what does it take in order for me to actually get a customer acquired into my cake business. The second step that you need to determine in order to price your cakes and stop guessing is how long it takes for you to design your cakes. You need to begin to time yourself for how long it takes for you to start a cake from start to finish. A lot of the orders that you are taking on, they're going to be very typical orders to where you're booking the same type of cakes, or they're just in a general same type of ballpark of time where you can just time yourself and then really be focused on completing that task of the cake. And don't be distracted by like watching a TV show, stopping, talking, social media, scrolling, because what I don't want you to do, and I'm sure you are doing this, is a customer comes, you sell them on a cake vision, and you think, okay, what are other people doing in my area? I think they're charging maybe $7 per slice. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea too. I'm gonna charge $7 per slice when it's taking you 15 hours in order to make and start a cake. And when it's just like, okay, what am I paying myself? What are my expenses? Is this really covering everything? So just really time yourself. That's really going to save you a lot, because then you're going to know how much it costs in order to actually design a certain design element on a cake. So you are quoting your customers properly and being charged the cake amount that you deserve to make. The next step in order to learn how to price your cakes and stop guessing is going to be factoring in your expertise and your skill level. When you decide that you are not willing to have an expensive hobby in your business and you start to take yourself seriously and you begin to build your confidence and your self-worth as a business owner and as a cake designer. When you factor in the amount of work, the number of cakes that you have created, the education that you have gained in order to really grow and become the designer that you have become, it naturally gets factored into your pricing and you begin to charge more. This is what it looked like inside of my cake business. I went to school to become a cake designer. I have taken a lot of classes after going to cake design school to really become specialized in the wedding cake industry. I've taken a lot of classes. I've invested a lot of money. When I have factored in my pricing, that helped me with my confidence and just to say, hey, I'm just not some big cake business owner. I am someone that has experience. You're getting an amazing, beautiful cake. You're getting a work of art. That goes into actually charging more for your cakes. It helps with your confidence, yourself, and your self-esteem to say, hey, I deserve to charge more for what I have really put into the education in order for me to become the business owner and the designer that I am. Being self-taught is fine, but think about the hours that you have put into really developing and learning your craft. The number of orders that you have completed in your business. That's going to naturally help you understand your pricing and charge the prices that you're looking to make. That alone is going to do wonders for you in terms of your confidence. There are a lot of cake designers out there that charge prices some cake designers wouldn't even believe that they can charge to make for those cakes. But those other cake designers have the audacity to charge those prices and customers are paying those prices. You can do that too. You just have to have the confidence and the audacity to charge that as well. Step number 4, in order to begin to know how to price your cakes and stop guessing, is to actually look at your local competition and see what they're doing. I was there as well. One thing that I did in my cake business to start off is I looked at the local competition and I observed what they were doing and how much they were charging. I said, okay, so this cake designer is charging this amount. I just got a really good idea about what other people were doing. And I also identified where they were lacking in terms of the cakes that I wanted to make and where I could fit in terms of the cake landscape. So then I can become more marketable and become more specialized. This is going to help because it's going to give you an idea about what is going on in my industry and where can I place myself in my local area. So then I have a good understanding about what's just going on. It's just being aware of it and accepting it. I want to work with businesses that are a little bit more established, more polished. Hey, I'm going to fit in here. Therefore, I'm going to be able to charge more or charge the prices that I want to charge. Or at least, hey, you might be in this bucket right now. I'm still getting my cake business off of the ground. Even think about this. If you decide that you are going to be, you need to raise your prices, and most likely you do need to raise your prices, that's going to place you as being the most expensive cake business in your area. Somebody has to be the most expensive. It might as well be you. And best believe that people are still going to want to work with you and book their cakes with you. Looking at their cakes, what are they producing? What type of experience are they providing for their customers? And where can I fit in that's going to differentiate me so I can be different? Customers are going to be attracted to me, my brand, and I'm going to provide something that my competition is not. It's very insightful and important that you do this. Just get a good pulse on this at all times. I would love to know what area in your cake business that you are struggling to identify how much it costs in order to make your cakes. Is it the ingredients? Is it the different cake sizes? Is it going to be how much to charge for an hourly rate? Where are you having trouble with pricing your cakes? So I can help make better content for you, because it is my mission to help cake businesses charge the prices that they want, having a financially sound cake business and loving the cake business that you created. If you found this content valuable, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, so then this video can be reached to other cake businesses. Until then, I will talk with you later. Bye.